You first popped up on our radar when you were writing about how the COVID hysteria was designed to kind of mask, paper over the impending financial collapse that was looming at the time. And so, and a lot of our listeners were really like into what you were saying.
Oh, no, that's good to hear. But yeah, I mean, I think, whether it's COVID, Ukraine, now Iran, I mean, they're all symptoms of the system in collapse. I mean, if you want to, obviously the direct comparisons, you know, all of them have invoked effectively manufactured supply shortages that help, pump up the inflation, which they need to continue to defer the deflationary collapse, because that's really their only enemy here. But the more spending, the more debt they pile on, actually just builds those deflationary forces even more. So every next bout of manufactured, engineered inflation or bailouts just have to be bigger and bigger and bigger. And I mean, and I think the Iran war, or whatever you call this thing, is just the latest example. But I think it's very much the same people doing these things for the same reasons, and that is to sort of defer this deflation before, because once the deflation comes, their power's gone. And they'll be revealed for what they are.
And yeah, not having a warfare state, not being at war with Iran, whoever, fill in the blank. They always want us to fear Russia and China and Iran. And when you really stop and look at these countries, like, they really don't seem like they want to threaten us at all. And then you hear people from China talk about the United States, and they're always like with glowing admiration for the West and the United States. It's like, this is really our enemies. But that warfare state, I guess, like what you're saying, is that is just part of this. They need to keep printing money to keep their train moving, right? Is that right?
And I think, and again, this all does come back to 2008 and not letting markets resolve the imbalances, and instead doubling down, or much more than doubling down, on the leverage. But yeah, I mean, I think what you're seeing is and we've talked about it before, that going back into August 2019, that BlackRock going direct paper, where they've very casually sort of announced to the world that the monetary system no longer works, that they can't quote manage the economy anymore just through monetary policy.